What is going on, guys? We are back with another video. Today we're doing a rebuild of the Vikings. We did the Lions last week, well, Sunday, and now we're doing the Vikings. 81 across the board. I was thinking, this is an easy team. You know, we're going to choose this team because they're probably going to beat the Redskins. Chipmunk, hello. But it's not as easy as I would have thought. Stefan digging himself a hole with his comments, am I right? I'll vacate the premises immediately. Kirk Cousins, I think, is a little underrated here. I'm going to, a bunch of people just clicked off the video. Yeah, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, but I definitely think he gets a bad it's so weird. Like, it's almost like Trubisky. He can do whatever he wants, he's flawless. He's just learning the system. They're not built for big point. Kirk Cousins does well. It is what it is. I will say, it seems like he actually gets an unfair shake. But speaking of unfair, I don't know what the hell I'm going to say. I'm just going to get to the point. The support on the channel has been amazing. If you guys want to like and subscribe, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to pressure you either. It would be good for you if you did. I'm not going to pressure you. The support on the channel is just, it's brought a tear to my eyes. I mean, yeah, both of my eyes equally produce a singular tear, and then they fight over who gets to produce the tear. Smart, singular tear, right? But enough of that nonsense. I don't know what the hell I'm even going on about at this point, but that's you've expected this at this point. Adam Thielen, I don't remember if this was a recent Superstar X Factor, but it's huge. It's really huge because at 29, if he was like star or superstar, he'd be done. There's not really much to it, but 29 Superstar X Factor, he might actually survive a good 3 seasons if we're lucky. We also have Dalvin Cook, who is severely underrated here. He definitely needs to be higher than a star. But enough of that nonsense. Point of attack, get some new linemen. There's a lot of defenders we have to work on. Cornerback is a problem. Xavier Rhodes is the best here, and he's only going to last so long. That's about that. I don't know how this is going to be a lot longer than I would have expected. So sometimes, there's a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff. I watch, videos sometimes while I'm doing it, kind of AFK a little bit. We'll look at the spoiler 3 and 5. Yikes. I never seen Sinister 2. It was on Netflix. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll put that on in the background. Right 3 minutes in, super jump scare, and I completely yelled out, FFS, which is for F's sake. Unbelievable. Josh Doxson, is he actually a Viking? I did not know that. But yeah, there's the inside to how I record these. Kicker is a bit of a problem for the Vikings. Dan Bailey, I don't know if he's the guy. I can't remember, but I feel like he's missed some plays. He's missed some easy kicks. So I'm not sure. I think we'll let him go if we're being honest. It comes down to how well he plays, I suppose. Kicker is so hit or miss in Madden. But yeah, I don't know who I want. Like Trey Waynes. Oh my God, we're broke. What the hell? Is it because of Kirk Cousins? Wow, we're broke. This is almost like a watch-along now. If you wanted to put the movie on yourself, jump scare happens, and then guy drives somewhere, comes out of his car, and he ties his shoe. I've never done that in my life. I've never come out right away. And well, come out, hey, hello, he likes men, whatever. But I've never done that. And I don't know, is that a normal thing? Do people get out of the car and then the first thing they do is tie their shoe? I feel like you could probably wait on that. I don't know. It seems weird. But yeah, back to the rebuild. I'm not going to lie, he almost looks like Jimmy Graham. Real-life Kyle Rudolph doesn't look like Jimmy Graham, but in-game Kyle Rudolph, that's a different story. Really good catching, but of course at 29, Irv may replace him this next season here. All I'm going to say is I would die of happiness if the Packers traded Jimmy Graham for Kyle Rudolph. I would do that any day of the week. All right, headed to the playoffs, and as I expected, oh no, you can't do this to me, Minnesota. 8-8, while everyone was 9-7. You have 2 wins more, you're making the postseason. Worst part about that is I just wish we would have been really bad. Now we're looking at, what, pick 16 maybe if we're lucky. Let's take a look at how Kirk played. That's going to be one of the first things we go for as QB. Not because I don't think Kirk is good enough in real life. I just don't think in Madden it's going to happen, Too old to develop, low of an overall already, bad development. Even if he gets a superstar or higher, it doesn't, take away from the fact that his ratings are low. I think in real life, you got to compare that. 20 for 26. That's not terrible from Dan Bailey. I might actually give him the contract now. But you got to think of the money people are getting in free agency. Kirk Cousins didn't get paid that much when it's all said and done, when all things considered. So, I don't know. It's a real 50-50. Do we win any awards? No. Where was our kicker? Number 10. He wasn't perfect, but he had a lot more attempts than most teams I see. I mean, let's see. After one full season, QB, 79 overall. Thielen, can't really do too much about that. Irv Smith, 78 overall defensively. What about center? We actually put Garrett Bradbury on the practice. 7 overalls up. I will take that unless there was morale, but 8-8. I don't know if you'd have morale boost. Maybe. But yeah, this team's window is closing quickly, and we already blew one of the windows wide open with an 8-8 season. Who wins the Super Bowl? It's the Ravens and the Cowboys. How do you compare? I don't know. Winners are the Cowboys. So with an 81 overall roster, we got to look at the salaries as well. See what kind of situation we're looking at. Kyle Rudolph takes a bit of a dip here. I don't even know what overall, but negative 17 in ratings probably means a lot. No agility. We'll lose a lot of agility. Catching goes from 96 to 92. Definitely a bit of a hit. Still good enough to start, but depends on his cap hit, because honestly, we're really broke. Yeah, we got to keep him, unfortunately. Same with Kirk Cousins. I think this is the final year, though, right? I think this is the final year we have to worry about him. Riley Reef, I know he's making absolute stacks, but once again, another guy you can't get rid of. Who else is making a ton of money here? You see a drop off from Everson, Xavier Rhodes. Ooh, we need to try to save money and replace names, but I don't know if we can do that. A lot of these guys are, Linval, there you go, maybe a guy, but he's still okay. But that's a guy that's, this team's expensive, man. A lot of these guys are being paid bonuses that are just through the roof. Riley Reef, one of the top 5 contracts, and as a 67 overall. Rhodes high up there, Linval high up there. I'll allow Thielen. Anthony Barr came back really low overall. Can't get rid of him. Too expensive. Harrison's fine. Eric Kendricks is getting paid a ton. Trey Wayne. There's some very expensive names, and we just can't get rid of them. The bonuses are tied in, and they're just expensive. You're losing as much, if not more, than you're saving every time you try to cut one of these guys. So I don't know when we can get cleared. Hopefully by 2021, but yikes. And we're going to lose some players here, whether we like it or not. You can see we can't even afford a minimum deal. This is wild. I don't know where that came from, but I was actually so shocked. My brain did something I didn't want to. Negative 70K, and this team is in a bad place. All right, new development. Not about the rebuild. I've already seen this movie. The Bengals need a new DT. We get a 3rd round this year off of the Bengals for Linval Joseph. Another position that needs to be replaced. However, we were in a very bad spot. This team is broke. And yes, we're missing a DT now and this and that. But there's a lot of things we're missing, right? Hopefully we can at least get a little bit of, savings with that. We're going to try to get a guy like Brockers. Let's be honest. We're not going to get him for near minimum, but we got to try. At this point, we have to. All right, we're as broke as anyone could be, and we're not going to get a single person. Ooh. Okay, that's a bit of a steal. We got Brian Bulag on a 2-year, $10 million deal. Normally, I would pay him $20. So, that's a new name. Definitely need that. Riley Reef. Please just do the right thing. Give us our money back that you clearly stole. We got Talib on a 2-year deal as a backup. Eckler did not join. David Moore did not join. Graham Gano did on a 2-year deal as well. 2 decent saving moves for us. And final scouting. So we can all agree that Madden is different than real life. So a guy like Kirk Cousins, maybe in real life, gets an extension. In Madden, not a single chance. He's too low of an overall. It's just not going to work. So at pick 15, I do have a 1st-round quarterback. However, we do have a DT, Jelani Atkins. He looks like a freaking stud, an absolute stud. But you also have Colin Harris, the only decent-looking QB. He's also a scrambler type, A+ throw power, A short, A- break, sack. Quarterback is a position you just cannot ignore. You also have a really good corner, Xavier Tompkins. Do we get Colin Harris now and then trade up? I don't know if we even have the ability to, but I'm going to do that. Thank God he's hidden. Okay, I don't know what he's hidden, but 21 years old, 6'1", 73 overall. Not the greatest prospect straight out the gate, but he looks pretty damn good to me. And it's going to be down to who wins the quarterback battle, I suppose. We're going to have to pay attention to preseason, see what happens there. And we're going to move down, and of course Atkins goes, the Bills. How many DTs do they need? We're going to keep moving down a little bit. How many first-rounders do we have? So we have the left guard, we have a cornerback. Either one is needed. The cornerback probably a little bit more. What are our corners actually? Do we need to actually trade right now? I don't know. And of course Tompkins goes. It's a great player. The guard's going to go too. I can't really... I know I said I was going to go until one of them was taken, but honestly, as soon as I saw the corner go, there was just no point. And pretty much everything else we have is later. We do have some other scouts, but I'm not a huge fan. You have Cassidy Zimmerman. Meh. You do have Melton, though. I mean, we don't really need a big boy wide receiver, but we'll put him on the list. Going to move to 73 and pick up 105 from the Rams. It's a huge steal for them. So, draft board, DT is there. We do have another corner, Damon Casey. I'm not a huge fan of him. You have safety, Big B. Looks okay outside of his speed, though. But Jason Nolan, maybe a little bit of a reach, but we're going to go for him. Thank God for hitting. I saw 70 overall, and I was getting ready to cry. 89 strength, ugh, he's rough. I mean, number one DT, that's a bit harsh. Damon Casey, mid-fifth. I mean, we don't have to, we don't have any guys here, technically. We have another third round. Oh, yeah, the DT trade. We're going to trade for a third round next year from the Raiders, who hopefully suck as well. Pick 27. I think we can go into the fourth round here. Yeah, I actually really like the trades we made there. So we trade that late third for a fourth this, which I believe is like 12 or 13. And we get a fourth round next year. The Bengals take an absolute bust unless it's a development, which I don't follow through on those. But let's see. Hopefully our guys are still here. Of course the corner's gone. Of course he is. Big B, early 6. We're going to just take him. Oh, normal development. 69 overall. He's a lot faster than I thought he was going to be. 88 speed, really? I mean, he's not great. But when I see normal and 69 overall... This is not what I expected. 78 zone is decent. 88 speed, 89 excel. He's workable in the future, probably. Now, hopefully that right tackle doesn't get taken. Do I really have to reach a whole 2 rounds early? And this tackle's undrafted, but he looks like the only decent guy left. Yeah, we're going to wait. We can't. I mean, even though I like the way they look, that's just too high of a pick. So you have two things here. You have Jeromepkr Cameron. Looks really good with his strength. And then you have Cortez, not as good, but I don't know. He's actually a projected guy. We can maybe get both. I'm going to go Cortez and hope the other guy's there. 69 overall normal. That is not a good pick. Okay, so our gem picks have not been great, and then that Cameron guy's probably going to be gone, knowing our luck. Nope, he's still there. Jeromepkr Cameron it is. Thank God he's there because he was hidden development. Way better than Cortez. Oh, the regret would have been through the roof. All right, so there was some, some players that we missed out on. Will we regret them? That's the question. We had 3 guys actually with hidden. We're gonna go to the quarterback last because that's a huge one. If he's star development, that really sucks. If he's anything higher, this rebuild could be saved. Star development for the lineman. I really didn't expect much more, but that we had that one LaRubio guy that was pretty good. Oh, Bigby was normal. Damn it. We had LaRubio, who was superstar development, guard. DT, star development. It's okay because it's a steal, but it doesn't really do a whole lot for me. Now, please, Colin Harris, X Factor, please. Okay, I'll take that. I will take it. He was by far the best QB out of all of the guys. I mean, obviously, I don't know. There could have been someone with X Factor, but he looked like the best based off of just, scouting the QBs. Here's Atkins, one of the guys we could have had. Jelani Atkins. Oof, looking beastly. Please don't be good development. And he's only star, all right. So, I mean, even then, we landed a superstar development QB. So, overall, what can you really say? All right, our 2 other players we wanted were taken back-to-back. Here's Xavier Tompkins. Let's see what his development is. It was... Ooh, superstar. I mean, obviously, you choose one, you still want the QB. However, it would have been worth the trade up for sure. And then we have Bruce Church. I mean, all we had to do was see hidden, really good lineman, and that's almost unfair that the Eagles land him with star development. It could have been normal, and it would have been worth it, but obviously star is huge. Anything else? Oh, here's the wide receiver. Hidden, Anthony Melton. really a tight end, if we're being honest. Let's take a look at his development. It's got to be superstar or higher, right? Star? I mean, that's pretty much it when it comes to players we could have had or missed. Quarterback, I mean, I would love to start Harris, but obviously Cousins had an okay season, and he's still on contract, guaranteed for like 30 mil, so they definitely would start whoever is better, but he definitely took a bit of a step back. Pass rating's down a little bit, yards down by a major amount, touchdowns are down, picks are down, but not really necessarily good. Percentage was way down. So unfortunately, Riley Reef does not even have a starting spot on the team anymore, but can we get rid of him? Oh, we can. All right, so we lose. We take a 4.6 mil hit, but we also save 11 mil in cap. What about Rudolph? I know he's a long-term guy. Yeah, it's not really worth it unless you're going to get actual trade value out of it. We could use a new wide receiver, so we'll take a look at free agency real quick. Offensive line, you got 2 guys on the inside that look really good. You got a new tackle that's star. You got Bulaga lasting at least 2 seasons. It's not a bad offensive line situation anymore. It's looking actually pretty good. Nolan starts at DT, but outside of that, it's a really rough-looking group of players. Hughes with star development will move up to number 3. Now, we're going to move him up to number 2 because Talib, he's just way too slow. Slot, maybe in the nickel he's all right. We lost our free safety, so Big B actually just gets the free safety spot by default at this point. All right. And then kickers, we need to get a new punter. So we said he needed a new wide receiver. Demarcus Robinson, is that the guy we want? Tajay Sharp. Kendrick Bourne, not Keldrick. Taywan Taylor, I've seen this guy a few times now, and I like him because of how fast he is. Perfect. All right, we're just going to go with a guy with strong leg, Cameron Johnston, 97 kick power punter. So maybe a little bit of an overtrade, but a late 4th round, projection at least, and Holsey for Corey Legit, but definitely a major upgrade. And he's sweating. He's like, I'm the best DT in this room. Look at him. Oof, wait. Oh my God. That's not sweat. That's a birthmark. I'm not even joking. I am so sorry, dude. I legit thought it was just sweat. Is that? I think that's a birthmark. My bad, dude. It looks kind of shiny. God damn it. I'm sorry. Let's make fun of Everson Griffin now. Bushy eyebrows guy. Look at Gideon. Oh, my Chad. Kinda. Not really. We need a couple new linebackers, speaking of, though. Where the age is there. Chipmunk, hello. The age is there. And more importantly, the development is not. It's just not. Gideon, he's not even that yet. He's 25. Okay, he's not that bad. But normal development, no chance of getting development up. Really. Yeah, it's a long road at linebacker. What? Coach, it's pretty clear this is Colin Harris's offense. I'm just the insurance, and that's fine. But if I can help my teammates on the field, I'd like to find... Really? Are you for real? He's actually... Kirk Cousins is the starter. Is he just, wanting to make money while not playing? I'm so confused. Look at this. Okay, so in fairness, the backup's going to get the majority of the starts in the preseason. So we're going to take a look now at how the first 3 games went. All 3 games were a loss, unfortunately. But let's take a look. So first game versus the Saints. Player stats, Kirk Cousins threw the ball 6 times, completed 4 of them. No touchdowns, 55 yards. Colin Harris, 16 for 25, 220 yards, a touchdown with 0 interceptions. Not much worse completion percentage, and he threw the ball a lot more. Then you have the Colts game, only 14 points of offense. The rookie, 1 touchdown again, 7 for 10, pretty damn good this time. Kirk Cousins, a little bit more inaccurate technically, but they both tied. Kirk Cousins seemed to play a lot more. And now the final game that we can see as of right now, let's take a look at the final stats here. So, Colin Harris, he's performing at a good rate. Kirk Cousins was 9 for 9, but half the production. I know he did have half the attempts in fairness, but 1 touchdown, 0 picks. Colin Harris is holding his own. This is going to be the final game. Let's see what happens. Of course, they don't show it, but the final game, full start, 28-17. Kirk Cousins said that this is definitely Colin Harris's offense. I think it's time to let the man start. I wasn't going to, but that little thing told me otherwise. Okay, He said it. He said it, not me. 1 acceleration, 2 medium acceleration, really. So, I mean, we're going to we'll have a little bit of a QB carousel. If Colin Harris struggles, we'll just put Kirk back in, simply put. All right, so re-sign time. We have Dalvin Cook. Obviously, this team is going to pay the man. Pay that man. Probably be worth a bit more in real life if he continues it. I thought I released Riley. Did they maybe re-sign him automatically? Kirk Cousins, I do not think so, pal. Pat Elflein, definitely going to get him back. Cheap, young, star development. That's all I could really say. Taywan Taylor, if he plays well, will probably get the re-signing. Cameron Johnston, like his hairline, will be gone. Holton Hill, maybe. We'll see everyone else. All right, heading to the playoffs. What are we dealing with? We're in the playoffs. That's what we're dealing with. Okay, the rest of the division was terrible. How did we do, though? Obviously, we went 9-7, but how did we do? Lost to the Giants, lost to the Packers, lost to the Colts, Packers twice, yikes. Lost to the Lions by a ton, lost to the Cardinals. That should be a 10-win season there. Hopefully the kicking wasn't a problem. The rookie quarterback takes over, makes us a playoff team, 3,944 yards. A little more picks than Kirk, 31 touchdowns, though, which is 6 more touchdowns than Kirk. Dalvin was decent. Colin Harris with 5 rushing touchdowns, probably Offensive Rookie of the Year. Irv Smith is the number 2 tight end. How the hell did he get so many damn yards and touchdowns? You can see both tight ends went off. I don't know. I've never actually seen that many for 2 tight ends in the same season. Danielle Hunter with 9 sacks. Anthony Barr with 3 picks. Kicking Graham Ganomis 2. Hopefully one wasn't against the Cardinals. Yearly awards, did we have any? We weren't there for the MVP or anything like that. Offensive Rookie of the Year, obviously Colin Harris. Defensive Rookie of the Year, of course, Tompkins. Nolan was number 3, though, which isn't terrible. Bigby at number 5. Our rookie quarterback was number 5 on the QB, actually, which is pretty impressive. I'll take it. Graham Gano, Kicker of the Year as well, so probably looking to re-sign him if he is already on a deal, which I think he might be. Colin Harris, after 1 season, is an 83 overall. Ridiculous. He got a throw power upgrade, 7 deep. That's not bad at all. 94 throw power now, 87 deep, 90 medium, 87 short. Play action awareness, under pressure, throw on the run, break sack. Not looking super hot, but after 1 season, that just proves how good high development is. What else do we have? Cameron went up 3 overalls. Defensively, Nolan went up like 4 or 5. Hughes went up 3. Nothing major. Making the playoffs here, though, is huge. Absolutely huge. The team if we would have beat the Cardinals, wouldn't have been here. However, if we weren't going to get a bye, this is kind of technically a smart decision because obviously the Cardinals shouldn't be too hard of a matchup. If we lose this game, I would be very disappointed. All right, here you go. First quarter, nothing. Second quarter, they get 3. Jesus, this is very poor. This is extremely poor. 6-0. There's still a chance for us. Defense is locking them down. Finally, some points. Fourth quarter, we wake up. All right. And then a pick. What in the world? 17 points in the fourth quarter. We win the game, but honestly, with a performance like that against the Cardinals, yeah, that's about as far as we're going. Colin Harris, good percentage, just not a whole lot of offense from him. Dalvin Cook was okay. A lot of running, though. Rushing, nothing. Receiving, nothing great. Defensively, Nolan with 2.5 sacks. Nice. Danielle Hunter, 1.5. Everson with 1. And then that's about it. Patrick Peterson. Any picks? Xavier Rhodes with 2. Still proving he's decent. Fairburn with a miss, which changed the game quite a bit. Our punter with 400 yards punting just about. That's a lot of yards. That's terrible. Even Richard Sherman's laughing at us. Come on, bro. Yeah, there it is. The Rams. Not going to happen. I think we had a really good draft. 3 starters in a draft is really good. They're only an 80 overall, though. Okay, okay. Dalvin Cook is going to have to do some things against Aaron Donald, which just isn't going to happen. But if he does, that would be pretty swell. Chargers move on over the Chiefs. That's a pretty big win. Damn it, I didn't want to kick. Actually, I don't know. In Madden, I really like the simple stadiums. Obviously, in a real-life setting, this is horrible for a billion-dollar business. But in Madden, I like the simple. I like the simple. Makes me sound the simple. But I'm not. It's not like any overhangs because if it's sunny, you're going to get a shadow effect, which is garbage. A lot better offense than last game, which is nice because we're playing against a much better defense. Win or lose, this is a pretty good game for us. Up by 3. I mean, hey, you never know. You never know. You never know. The voice got you never know, mofo. That's cringe, and it becomes less cringe when you acknowledge it. That's kind of true, isn't it? Wow. I mean, I am actually, call me shocked. What's the saying? Paint me surprised? I don't know. Something about painting. 33-16. I mean, the Cardinals, maybe we did that on purpose. Maybe we knew we didn't have to do much. Just enough. And Colin Harris here is absolutely destroying it. In this game, at least. Maybe not the other one. Corey Legit, welcome. Looking pretty legit, am I right? I feel like there's some sort of cooldown I need to have. At least a 5-minute cooldown before the cringe continues. But then again, that would pretty much break the rules every single video. Conference, though, the championship, 8-7-1. The 8-7-1 Cowboys, who are, of course, an amazing overall, as an 88 overall, who had just won the Super Bowl, only 8-7-1. Okay, so EA cucking some of the good teams, too. Not just our user teams. They cucked the Cowboys a bit. They're still in, but that's a really bad record for how good of an overall they are. The Browns make it, which is probably a bad thing for us, but it's probably not going to matter too much when we miss the playoffs here. Playoffs? Miss the Super Bowl here. Right to left is us. Oh, we gave up a big rushing touchdown. That's terrible. 10-3. This could get ugly early. Come on, offense. I'll take it. I mean, once again, I want to win a Super Bowl here, but, taking it one piece at a time is important as well. Start of the fourth, just about. The defense has got to make. 3rd and 10, you got to come off the field. They do stop them to a field goal, though, so with 10 minutes left, this team has done enough to keep themselves in it. 7-point deficit. Defense has got to come up with a play, so I'm going to come out and watch. We haven't really, played a factor. Who's bad? Legit really doesn't. I'm already intervening with the shift. In the double team, Dak. Really good swat out. I mean, we didn't play any of a factor there, at all. So, call what you want. I'll play Corey Legit. Let's just keep playing with Corey Legit. Who is that? Troy Polamalu kicking. What in the shank? That's not even a shank. I don't know what that is, but he hit that extremely poorly. I mean, once again, let's take a look at this guy, actually. I'm really confused. Is he one of those rookies that just has no kick power? That's probably what happened. They drafted a rookie that sucks. He's a rookie. That the rules. Yeah, 87 kick power, 86 accuracy. All right, Vikings offense. Is that a penalty or not? Oh, it's not a penalty. 3rd and 17 conversion to Stephon Diggs. He wants the ball. He gets the ball. Please tell me that was a first down. It was. Are we going to take this to OT? Oh, my God. They scored at the last second. Overtime. And they scored a touchdown. Damn it. Really valiant effort by this team, though. Let's give them a round of applause. Unbelievable. 33-27. What a victory for the Cowboys, of course, not us. You're a rookie, dude. Calm down. Calm down, man. That's an amazing one. The rebuild's already a success. Colin Harris doubled Prescott's numbers. That pick, I don't know how costly it might have been. Oh, my God. You just can't win games when stuff like this happens. 233 yards, 4 touchdowns. Dalvin wasn't bad himself, but you're obviously going to get overshadowed when you see that. Pollard was pretty much a non-factor. Irv Smith and Rudolph, the tight end duo, which we're going to lose, obviously. DeMarcus. I mean, Nolan's got a career in this league, man. I would love to see him go up to superstar, but I don't think so. Both kickers missed. However, the problem with this one is their kicker sucks. Graham Gano, what is your excuse? And after this performance, I know the excuse. You do suck. You're also bad. His were from... Wait, no, ours were both... Okay, so both were 50-plus misses, but still, Gano from 50-plus misses 2? That's harsh, Graham. You won Kicker of the Year. I would strip that away from you if I was a part of the committee, if I'm being honest. Of course, Colin Harris does not. He could have easily, because, he did get the Pro Bowl vote, but they didn't give it to him. I'm perfectly fine with that. Anthony Barr, however, did get his development up, which, once again, I don't know how to feel about that. Anyone else? I don't think anyone else went up in development. I don't think we even hit the regressions yet either. Obviously, we still have a bit left to go. Colin Harris is an 84 overall quarterback. We have a chance to get him to an 86 overall, which would be nice. Go with more field general stuff. Got to try to get some of those lower stats up just so he looks like a god out there on the field. Short and medium, I'll take that. It's a very good quarterback. Lots of time as well. He's only 22 now. Kirk Cousins, obviously, we're letting go. Adam Thielen did regress, but not by much. Irv Smith, obviously, is going to take the reins now as the starting tight end. Thielen did drop, but he's good for at least this season, maybe even another, honestly, which would be really huge. Bulaga dropped 2, but once again, that's still the best lineman on the team for now. Corey Legit, he's fine, so if he can stay, I'll let him stay. Xavier Rhodes, I kind of wish he just retired. We might have to let him go. 11 mil is a lot. I think we're gonna have a lot of money here to work with. Anthony Barr going to superstar development extended his career by at least another season or two, which is big because I think his contract doesn't allow us to really release him anyways. Oh, I didn't even notice. Daniil Hunter, 26 years old, superstar X Factor, beautiful stuff. Very bad abilities though. Under pressure is okay. Fearmonger's decent, but yeah, you could definitely get better than that. But still, really good player. By the way, somebody in this, one of you guys has got to be some sort of you're trying to become a scientist in school. I don't know how that works. I sound stupid talking like that. But why are drinks so much better cold than they are hot? There's got to be some sort of science, right? There's got to be. A warm drink of water is terrible, right? Cold water, especially after the warm water, is literally like drinking pea juice from G's. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just like that. Maybe I'm weird, but certain canned foods, I don't know if you guys ever eat canned foods, like some ravioli or something. Some of them could taste better cold. I'm not saying I would eat them completely cold, but sometimes I have a little taste, just a little taster. Tariq Cohen's a free agent. Of course, I would love a guy like Tariq Cohen, jukebox, and I believe he actually gets the spin one too, which is just ridiculously overpowered. But we don't need a running back. There's a lot of good running backs here. Will Fuller, we've done that move a couple times. Hello, Malcolm. Welcome to the team. Teams usually don't go for him, so I'll give him a lower ball deal. What were we really looking for here? We need a new DT, so we've made the move of Calais every once in a while, but this could be a nice one that we actually do need rather than just getting greedy. But yeah, scientists out there in the comment section, let me know. All right, so worst draft pick, however, better salary situation. I offered a few names. Let's see who we get. Keanu Neal, really, that's it? So what I was hoping would happen was we got Keanu Neal and some of the low ball corners we offered. But with this lacking of a cornerback class, we might not get a single one. And we can usually get a couple of cheap deals. I'm probably going to have to bump most of these up just a little bit. Running back might need a backup. I mean, there's a lot of them here, and I don't know if anyone really cares. Is Everson Griffin still on the team, actually? This is a big moment. 77 overall tells me maybe not, which would be worrisome. My thought process of going with Keanu Neal is the fact that Harrison Smith, I must call him Harrison Griffin, he's taken a bit of a step back. He's an 88 overall now, started as a 92 plus, I believe. That's a bit of a drop back. Of course, he'll move him back to free safety for now. Everson's here for at least another season. Ooh, maybe not another season. I'm going to take a look, see if there's any replacements. These are names. These are overalls we're looking at. We need to look at what's best for the team. You're seeing a lot of high stuff here, but 83 power, 80 finesse, 82 block shed. That's pretty standard, I'm going to take a look, see if we can find different edge for cheaper. We do need a new DT if we can. We need cornerback desperately. We need to probably pay one of these guys just so we're not completely in the crapper here. We get James White, Jared Davis, Demario Davis, and Levi Wallace. Huge contract approvals, not huge contracts. Jared Davis with the most out of all of them. I think a 4 years, $18 million deal. Maybe a little expensive, but a guy long-term they can try to mold. And then obviously you could start Demario Davis right now and, have Jared Davis as the backup, which I think is, a good idea. Now, this one I really wanted was Kerrigan because he's superstar. I feel like abilities do matter. Kazi didn't accept. However, Jordan Lewis did get in, try to get him back. Just offer him a deal, didn't want it. Calais and Ogba accept. So we get some really nice, cheap deals that will automatically start. Maybe not long-term deals, but they're going to automatically start. These are big things for this team. You know, DT no longer a need this season. Calais Campbell definitely could play DT for us, and I don't know. You know, Jordan Lewis could start if he has to. So Xavier Rhodes, you know, we'll take a look at the ratings, but overall, I think we can trade him, which is a lot of cap space saved. And, yeah, I mean, that's about it. Xavier Rhodes, 31, 88 speed, 80 man, 75 zone. Let's compare that to Levi, who is faster, better man, better zone. Jordan Lewis, you know, obviously a little bit on the shorter side. He'll be our slot corner, and then it really comes down to Mike Hughes. Is he decent? He is a little on the slower side, but, you know, pretty comparable in the coverage stats, I suppose. You know, Levi number 1, Mike Hughes number 2, Lewis number 3, depending on if we can get a rookie corner or not. You know, we could definitely get better. We done well, though. You know, we're at the championship level. We barely lost to the Cowboys, who almost always win it. We could maybe make a run here. All right, so if we do everything perfectly in this draft, we may be able to sneak out a Super Bowl roster. I mean, there's some names here. This is what I have on the board. There obviously are some. I added Luke Gordon late because I forgot about Everson Griffin. This guy could be the savior at the edge. I don't know. Not looking the greatest when it comes to combine grade, but he looks pretty decent. Calvin Madden, tackle, you know, offensive lineman, definitely important. Right now, I think it's between Ridgeway, who looks really good, and then Calvin Madden, who looks very good as well. You know, we have Jeffrey Ridley. I think I'd rather go with this Barry McDowell guy, who looks really good, but I'll keep Ridley there just in case. If he's there in the second round somehow, I don't know, maybe we take him. We have some linemen, and then obviously we do have a lot scouted here as well. It's just, you know, let's be honest, we're not going to get those picks. So I think we're going to try to get to around 20, and, you know, best available, DT or lineman, and then we trade up. The Patriots, they make draft day trades. They kind of need DT, though, I would assume. And obviously Calais can play for a year, but outside of that year, probably not much more. So even though I didn't want to take the hit with Rudolph, you know, we save $4 million, but we lose 6 dead cap, which is really bad. He has a little bit of value left, and the Patriots, who've been searching for a solid tight end, you know, Kyle Rudolph fits them perfectly. They get a 4th from us and 29 for us to move up 9 spots. B+ power, really good, you know, class-looking player. Calvin Madden, his name is Madden, so they're probably going to, B+. Man, this is hard, because you do have these guys, Clay McNeil, and then you have Joey Hamilton. But those are unlikely to be starting caliber players. But then you look at the fact, okay, you can't get DT outside of right. Everything points towards the DT, but Calvin Madden's a once-in-a-lifetime. 76 overall hidden. He could be starring to be fine. That's a really good pick. Hopefully we don't regret the DT, because once again, those DTs, they have Superstar X Factor written all over them. They really do. And here, we need Gordon. I don't know how far we can go. This is a pretty fair trade. I mean, even without Xavier, it's pretty damn close. But with him, it definitely finishes. So, 61, 93, and Rhodes to move up about 23 spots. So, almost another first-round pick here. Luke Gordon, please be hidden. Thank you. 73 overall hidden. I'm all about it. Really slow like we thought. 81 finesse is decent. He's workable. Definitely workable. Is he worth starting right now over Griffin, though? I don't know. We also got Emmanuel Ogba, so I don't know. We're in a good spot for the future, I'll tell you what. Barry McDowell is there. We're going to reach. I don't care. Normal development. He's 72 overall, though. Very fast, decent jumping. He's worth it. He's going to be the instant slot, you know, receiver, but no hidden. The tackle we just got is going to play guard more than likely. This guy's a pure tackle. So we're going to go with the pure tackle. Oh, he was a late. Okay, hidden. Okay. I was about to say he was a late, but it was too late. I'll take it. Hidden. All right. Let's go to the start of the next round. If that guy's still there somehow, we will try to get him as well. If not, we take him best available. All right, so Holloway, good fullback. Then you have Gene Bradshaw. So it's going to go to Solomon Howard. I'll take it. Normal development, 70 overall. I mean, these are steals. In a user league, you'd be pretty ecstatic with that in a 5th round. Hell, you'd be ecstatic with, you know, 2nd to 4th. Really, you would be. Because it's so hard in a user league, but obviously we're not in a user league. And the only fullback left is Gene Bradshaw. I'll take him. And he's hidden. Okay, so, I mean, you don't see hidden fullbacks often. But there's one. There's one for you. We don't even really need a fullback. I don't know why I draft so many damn fullbacks. I see their combine grade. I see the first, second, third. Mate, there's only like 6 players in the class. Calm yourself. You know, it's a smart trade-on because a lot of teams are going to be reaching hard at the end of the 7th just so they don't have to fight with other teams for undrafteds. So you can easily get a 6th round for next year. It's totally worth it. So, Calvin Madden, did we make a mistake? Oh, we did not make a mistake. Unless the other guy's superstar and or X Factor. Can't really be and or X Factor. I don't think we made a mistake. Hidden. Please, superstar or X Factor. Please. Okay, star. I mean, he's going to be a backup for now anyways, I think. McDowell was... Okay, normal. I forgot about that. Hamilton. Nice. We also have a fullback. Hamilton was star development, and I would assume the fullback star, right? I don't even know how I would live with myself if I had a superstar or better fullback. Like, what do you even do? Star development. Like, what do you even do? Like, do you run the ball with him? I mean, I guess best case scenario, you'd probably try to transform into a tight end. I don't... Like, how do you use the talent of a superstar or X Factor fullback? Like, it seems like a waste, you know? But looking at positions, obviously we could have traded up for pretty much anyone if we really wanted to. Ridgeway went right 1 pick after us, so the Cardinals would have been pissed. Hidden, 90 shot. Oh, he is good. Please, for the love of Jesus, star development, please. Okay, star. I mean, even with star, he's amazing. I don't think there was anyone else we really cared about for the most part. And like I said, if we land the perfect draft, we could be Super Bowl contenders. It wasn't the perfect draft, considering we had some needs, but it was very good, especially with an amazing free agency period. But yeah, we're taking a drop in overall at linemen, but we're definitely working for the future. Probably put both of those guys in the practice squad just to try and get us back to starting caliber ASAP. Gordon can't start, right? This is tough, man. I don't know. It's an improved team, but there's still a lot of questions. There's only one team besides us that can afford these players, and because these are kind of cap-hitting or cap-killing moves, we're going to give them all these players for a 5th round. I think Everson alone is probably worth a 5th round, and Klein probably another 5th, but they're saving us a little bit. Obviously, we could release them. We're going to take a bit of a hit anyways. We're sitting at 13 mil cap hit, but overall, we definitely saved at least 10 to 15 there, while only taking maybe, I don't know, 4 mil. Probably only like 3 mil there, actually. The other cap hit is just from other moves. This is the team, though, 84 overall. You know, we got a good offensive line, very young. Even Bulaga is not terrible, and he's at least going to last this season, maybe longer. We have Jared Davis to replace DeMario and Tora Kendricks, as he's getting old, 29 years old. I think he already regressed a little bit. Cornerback is a huge issue, absolutely monumentous. That's the reason why I went for Keanu Neal, is we got to, bolster up this defensive backfield, especially with Harrison Smith about to retire on us. This is a defense that is barely holding together, so making the playoffs here would be huge, because this could be like the last season the defense is even okay, depending on how free agency looks. We just took a loss to the Cardinals, but outside of that, we're actually looking okay. Harrison Smith, we'll give him the deal after the season because A, he might not even be here, and B, that could be like an 82 overall safety. Bulaga, once again, if he's still here, I might give him the deal. Mike Hughes, we definitely need as much youth as we can get. We'll give him a 4-year deal, even though we have a lot of money. We'll give him a 5-year. Let's lock him in. He's like the slot guy. Right now he's playing 2 because we want to see how good he is. But I mean, look at how much money we have, yet we have no one to re-sign. Like, we have 2 big names to re-sign because, of course, Calais probably retires. Bulaga could retire, but more importantly, could drop to like a 78. And same with Harrison. He's going to drop hard or retire. All right, heads to the playoffs. Obviously, we're a pretty good team. How do we rank, though? You could definitely cuck us here, and I wouldn't be too mad. 10-6 with no bye week because the Bears stole it. Packers at 3-13. Colin Harris starting to step into his own. 4,100 yards, 35 touchdowns, 9 picks. Could you not, James White? I mean, we picked you up as a backup, not as a take all the freaking touchdowns away from our QB/running back. That's a lot of rushing touchdowns. That's 24 rushing touchdowns that could have been added to his passing total, and he could have broke the damn record. Receiving numbers weren't great. Defensively, Calais Campbell at DT did well. Ogba 6.5, Gordon with 4.5. We had them substituting. Smart coach things. We know how to do those. You're joking me, right, EA? Like, you're actually joking. EA just gave MVP to a 63 overall quarterback. Well, if that won't keep you up at night if you're Mitchell Trubisky, I don't know what will. 36 touchdowns, 9. He didn't really play much better than our guy yet. Somehow, he's way up. I mean, his completion percentage was really good, but somehow he's up there, and our guy's not even on the list. Okay. Going against the Eagles, they're a low overall. Do we even upgrade? Because we were an 84 overall to start the season. Please tell me we have a ton of upgrades that just haven't been done yet. Nope. Somehow just still an 84. Were we an 84 or were we an 81? I don't know, but Colin Harris is killing it. Got to get his short accuracy up, but other than that, he's really good. I thought he gets another ability, Leapfrog and Jukebox. No, thank you. Gordon's a 78 overall. Ogba's a 79, so I'm really fine with either one playing wherever they want to. Cornerback's the main issue, man. If we had better corners, I would actually really believe in a Super Bowl trip here. Without them, though, just like the Eagles, it's going to be a long shot. Which nobody plays that story mode. What? All right, here we go. Left to right is us. We start off with 7 points. Then we get 14 points. Come on, defense. Yikers. Okay, offense is really performing here. Defense does its job. Offense really should have scored there. We get 2. Was that a 2-point or was that a safety? I think that was a safety. Offense is really bad. Holy crap. Like, I don't care if it says 37 points. We have completely shut down the Eagles. And yet we're not putting up 50 points easy. We were struggling. 2 picks. We won with 37 points and we threw 2 picks. That's how good the defense played. The defense just carried the hell out of this team. And I don't understand how he's doing it, but Calais Campbell is a god. Well, if it isn't the freaking Cardinals. 85 overall after upgrades. Okay, so I'm not saying it's going to be a free win or even a free shot to the championship, but in Madden 20 rebuild history, this is one of the luckiest set of opponents. I know the Eagles aren't as bad as that overall says, probably. Jacksonville wins against the Patriots. Uh-oh. Nick Foles killed it, which just is not going to be the case. Not going to lie, Nick Foles is one of the luckiest backup quarterbacks ever. Like, he really is. Like, how many backups get to take the reins of a very talented team, get credit for a Super Bowl, get paid in the offseason, not play, and still get paid tons of money? I mean, it's just amazing. 7 points for the Cardinals. Of course, we bounce back. I mean, I don't expect their offense to do much if the Eagles weren't able to do anything against us. First half wasn't looking good, but now it's looking a little bit better. 3 points is fine. All you need is anything, and there you go. So, a free shot to the championship after all. I'll take it. Colin Harris played 10 times better. He still threw his damn interception. He loves to throw, but overall, definitely better. I didn't look at Barry McDowell. Didn't see how well he, played, but he didn't play well, but what's his overall? Like, at least a 74, 75, hopefully. Calvin Madden went up quite a bit, but then again, that's what you expect from a superstar. And the Seahawks, not an easy team to beat at all, but once again, it could have been the Cowboys. This has been very fortunate. I'm feeling, Irv Smith is an 87, +1 morale, but okay. That's one of the best Devine tight ends I've seen for us so far, but in fairness, he's been pretty much the leading receiver somehow over the last 2 seasons. 85 to their 83. I mean, once again, it could have been so much worse. I think we're making the Super Bowl here. This could be a successful rebuild right here. Made it to the championship. Then we go on to the Super Bowl and win it? That'd be pretty successful in my book. Jacksonville as well. Like, I know they're absolutely smoking teams, but unless they picked up some players, I just don't see how they're such a good overall. Like, how are they killing teams? Damn, only 3 after they score 7. Okay, good stuff. That's huge bounce back territory. Here we go. Oof. Oh, what did we do on offense? Defense has been killing it for us. Offense, please score. Please. That's all I ask. Thank you. Oh, an interception from Keanu Neal. It has been proven worth it. I mean, we just have to not choke, and we don't. There's no way we can lose this. Keanu Neal just proved his worth on that one intercept, that singular pick right there. Offense does enough. We win 38-27. We're headed to the bowl. Unbelievable. Colin Harris, please don't tell me he threw a pick. He threw 2, damn it. But he still had a better game than Russell, which is, hard to say. Dalvin Cook with a huge run. I did not want to do that. Whatever, you guys saw the gist of it. Graham Gano misses a kick. Why wouldn't he? No sacks? Really? I'm shocked. Keanu and Hughes. Nice. God damn, I love you, Keanu Neal. And Reeves. Reeves and Neal. Both Keanus are great. Of course, since we're headed to the Super Bowl, we get to take a look. Screw off, lady. Get to take a look at our potential dev-ups. Maybe the QB? Maybe. We'll see. He did not. Offensive line. Let's see what Madden's ability is. Post up. Blockers with this ability almost guaranteed to win any double team block they can get. Okay. I mean, it says almost. Like, in general, you should win every double team block you're engaged in, but almost? That's an ability? If any of you guys from our legacy franchise are watching this, you guys wanted to restart the league over abilities like this. What? How many of you guys even use the double team block? Almost? What do you mean? I didn't take a look at defense. I'm actually, like, shocked by that. Almost. Not guaranteed. Almost. All right. No upgrades for the corners, unfortunately. Nobody got a dev up on the entire team. That's harsh. Should have probably went with the tight end upgrade, but, Irv's doing already pretty well on his own. 83 overall, so... once again, they are a bit better than we thought. Shutdown. So Telvin went all the way up to X Factor. What overall is that, man? Because obviously you guys know if you're watching our Titans franchise, please watch that. Check that out. We have Telvin now, so yeah. That's about it. That's all I got for you. I mean, Nick Foles has got to be at most like a 73 overall at this point. First quarter, I mean, I'll take a game like that any day of the week. Left to right is us, so we put up 3. They only put up 3. Offense just cans it to them twice in a row. This defense does not deserve this. What am I going slow for? Oh, my Lord. Okay, so we're finally moving the ball. It's only the 4th quarter. I mean, this defense doesn't deserve this offense in a bad way for them. What happened? I mean, we stopped. Defense is killing it. What's the situation? Okay, the clock is moving at an unbelievably fast pace. You got to call a timeout because that's the way this game rolls. This play sucks. This play is terrible. Actually, why wouldn't you run this? James White up the middle. Oh, you wouldn't run it because your team sucks. Oh, that's what it was. Oh. I mean, that clock is moving at an unbelievable pace here. Putting the trust in Graham Gano is very bad, right? Do you trust the deep out? You got Adam Thielen. Out of all the players in the league, like, how can you trust anyone anymore? Like I said, how? Now, I hope, I'm going to take a look. Surely they're going to say kick a field goal, right? Okay, so hopefully they kick it. If he misses, I swear to God. Okay, so overtime. Start with the ball. Offense is moving. And they win the game. Super Bowl for Minnesota. The drought is over. 1-5. Right? Wait. Yeah, what? Wait. 1-4. 1-4. 1 out of 5. Minnesota's done it. We had to come in, but honestly, we almost choked the thing. If you really want to say that we cheated, that's a reach. All the other ones where we did it, fair enough. Keanu Neal is a god. Honestly, with this performance in the postseason, he might make his way onto the thumbnail. He really might do it. I mean, it's hard because you have so many options for Minnesota. You've got the classic Kirk Cousins with the X through him because we're replacing him. You got Diggs, you got Thielen, you got Dalvin. I mean, you got Rhodes, I suppose you could put him on there. Harrison Smith for sure. Anthony Barr could probably make it. Danielle Hunter. And then obviously Keanu Neal. He even wins MVP of the Super Bowl. You know how hard that is to do? That is so clutch. That'd be one of the greatest Super Bowl moments of all time. Not as legendary as Malcolm Butler, but just to be down 3-17, tie it up, get the pick to tie it up, I believe, if I can remember. My brain is struggling here, but unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable, man. And, scoring last second, overtime, we just smoke them. Crazy, crazy stuff. Absolutely insane. I have no idea how to put that on the thumbnail. Even this rookie quarterback could get his own little picture. He hasn't been that good to where he deserves to be on there, but his overall is nice. He's been a pretty much a game manager, really. And Dalvin Dalvin and James have their easily the worst game out of all of the games in the postseason, unfortunately. But a win is a win, and that's all that matters. Calais Campbell and Keanu Neal proved to be maybe one of the best free agent duo pickups of all time. Lambeau misses a kick. I don't really care anything past that. But the Minnesota Vikings realistic rebuild is complete. Nice. Get a nice Super Bowl win. I would love to win a Super Bowl in almost every single rebuild if we could. And we did very well here. We turned the team around because, of course, in Madden at least, the Vikings are in a pretty rough spot. Kirk, no chance to develop him. Thielen, he's fine for a good couple of years, so there's no real issue there. X Factor is OP. Dalvin's fine. O-line, you have to draft several guys and also pick up a free agent. A lot of high expensive contracts with Xavier Rhodes. Corner is in terrible shape. Even with a healthy prime Rhodes, you're looking at a rough spot. Defensive line, you need a replacement at DT and D-end. Safety, you need a new guy. Linebacker, it's real up and down with Kendrick, and you still need a new outside. So in Madden, it's not easy. In real life, they've got a pretty complete team. But overall, I like where we went with this. I like the result, of course, with a Super Bowl win being, championship loss, Super Bowl win. It's a great way to finish out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you have any suggestions at all for maybe a rebuild challenge, you haven't really done one of those in a while, I want to try to do another fantasy draft. If, once again, I can't find that roster, I haven't really looked. I just keep putting it off because I've been posting so many damn videos, it feels. But I'll try to find it. If not, we'll have to do a new fantasy draft and do the rebuild for it, obviously. And, yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. If you liked the video, like I said, like it, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. I try to tweet funny things, but sometimes it just doesn't come to me. But you guys can interact with me further there. I would probably, respond a lot quicker there than on YouTube. But that's about it. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!